How are you doing tonight? We're back, y'all. We're doing this. I'm super excited to be back on. Welcome and thank you for joining. Let's see who's on. We have Stealth back in the room, the Astro Room. Thanks for joining tonight, Stealth. Folks, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you're imaging tonight. Let's get things ready. Red Rooster, what's going on? Hanging in there, Stealth. Fish 45 in the house. All right. 1 second here. We've got the Seestar well positioned here on 1 star. Let me sync this before I choose a target. And I also got to get the Dwarf Mini going. Yes. I want to do one more star towards the, a little bit towards the east. Let's get Vega. I always like to sync at least 2 stars if I can on the Seestar. And okay, Dwarf is ready. Let's get the Atlas going. A lot of channel members on as well. So we've got Stealth Fish 45. Awesome. Hey, Digital Dawn is also back in the house. Let's get going. Let's get going. Good morning to Emma from Wells. Thank you for joining, Emma. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one tonight. Matt, thank you. What's going on? Oh, Red Rooster says they got their S30 Pro today. Today, congratulations. That is so awesome. That is so exciting. I'm pumped for you. Pumped. Looks like you got clear skies too. Does anybody else have clear skies able to image tonight? Or you know what? Let's do this. Start a little poll here. All right, we're gonna try a few targets first. Just 1 or 2. Oh, this is perfect. It got Vega. We're gonna do Milky Way targets as well. Let's stop this. Look at this. This is beautiful right here. We're gonna sync this and we're gonna get going. Oh no, sync. I accidentally pressed the wrong thing. Okay, I think we got this. I want to try something. I was imaging last night and I was having some issues. I hope that it doesn't do the same thing today, but we're having a lot of high humidity out here, which is very weird. I don't know if it was that. I'm hoping it's not the firmware update. But I'm having smudges on my S30 Pro images. I don't know if I was possibly over AI denoising because I was playing with the new feature, with the new AI denoise upgrade, which I'm excited that they did that, but I want to keep testing it. How are you guys liking that, by the way? Let's do Vel Nebula. Let's see, since we can get a bigger, a better field of view here than S50. Let's do this on the S30 Pro. All right, I'm trying to do a little poll here. Is it not letting me? Stormtrooper in Missouri, too many clouds, cannot image. Well, thanks for joining tonight. Max Ice from Canada. Wonderful. Hey, Astro Emma, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Hit the like if you're loving this stream or if you love deep space live streams with the Seestar or with the Dwarf. I know, Mike, it's been a while. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Stell. Thanks, Mike. I know it's been a while. I've been out, but I'm back. Red Rooster, full in on imaging. Oh no, Benji, what are clear skies? Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, what do you guys think? Is Dwarf better than S50? You know what? This is, you're putting me in a tough spot here. I'll probably always lean into Seestar more just because it was my first smart scope. But the Dwarf is really awesome. And they both have, I've said this many times here, they both have their advantages and disadvantages over one another. So why not get both? Why not get both? Oh, we can already see some of Vel Nebula right here. I'm not liking how this times out now. Let's get dynamic background extraction. I don't like how the menu keeps timing out. I like this to stay. Oh, I think I should have moved. I think I should have done this with Vel Nebula. I feel like I'm not going to get a good amount of it now. I think it's going to... Let me stop this. I want to restart it. Anti-do is on. Okay, let's restart that. In the meantime, Dumbbell Nebula is doing its thing on the Dwarf. We're going to get this. Okay. Save each frame is on. Anti-do is on. We're on 10 seconds. We're on alt azimuth. We are going to get this done tonight. We're going to do Milky Way targets. Oh my goodness, Stell, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. That is a good question. So, yes, I did grow up. Well, I didn't grow up in Venezuela, but I grew up in the U.S., but I was born in Venezuela, and I came at a very young age. I was like probably 6 years old or so when my parents immigrated to the U.S. But it's not where I grew up. It actually hit like 6 or 8 hours from where, not where I grew up, excuse me, from where I was born. But I do have family in that area too, but not exactly where it hit. So at least with like my aunts and cousins and stuff, they're okay, but they're kind of far from where it happened. But I believe they felt it. Yeah, that was a terrible quake. That was terrible. It's so sad. Thank you, Stealth, for your donation. Thank you for asking too. What do you guys think for Cosmic Wonders asking about Dwarf versus Seestar? I mean, they both have their. I mean, I'm telling you, they both. Remember that Dwarf and also Seestar, they're just gonna get better, better and better and better too, because there's gonna be a new Seestar coming out. There's going to be another Dwarf Smart Scope also coming out. So this is the stuff we're all in anticipation of. Anticipation for. So I can't wait. It looks like we're gonna get a better shot of Vel, hopefully. Maybe a better. This was better. I'm glad I stopped it and I'm restarting it. I'm glad. I think this might be a little better. I want to get as much as I can. I tried it last night and I only did like 20 minutes, 20 or 30 minutes, but my image did not, it was too smudgy. I don't know what was going on, but those of you who live in high humidity places, do you have that problem? I don't. I live in Southern California, as you guys know. Usually super dry out here, but it's been a very terrible summer, and we've had a lot of heat waves, but we've had a lot of humidity in the air, which is not normal for here. But I don't know if that's what the cause was last night when I was imaging. I had a lot of smudges, or I over AI denoised my image, if you know what I mean, because now we can play around with that a little bit more. Maybe I over not saturated, but just, I don't know. I'll have to check tonight to see how that goes. Okay, let's turn on dynamic background extraction. Okay, you can kind of start seeing that face here. Looks like a face with the nose and the mouth. Emma, looks like you've been imaging. Thanks for sharing your pictures in the Discord as well. I love it when you guys share pictures in the Discord. So if you guys that haven't joined the Discord, if you want to come join the Astro Room community in there, have a chat in there, ask questions, or send your pictures over, feel free to join. It's free. That's a good point, Benji. Yeah, with the Mini, it's at such a good price. And I do love the Stellar Studio. I think a lot of you guys say that too, like the Stellar Studio. I feel like Seestar's trying to catch up to that whole, you know, trying to catch up to Stellar Studio, I dare say. It's just so awesome. The AID noise, the denoise, the post-processing one tap on Dwarf is awesome. It's so good. I feel like it's a little more advanced. It's just better than, can't believe I'm saying that, but it's true, than Seestar. I think a lot of you would agree with me. But I still love, of course, I love Seestar, and I think hopefully it'll keep getting better with AID noise. Yeah, and the Dwarf Mini, and guys, there's a discount. There's a discount there with the Dwarf Mini. So if you guys use the QR code that's there, my link in the description, you can get a 5% discount on anything Dwarf. On any Dwarf scope that you see on their website if you use the Astro Room link there. That's courtesy of Dwarf Lab. Good morning, Philip. Thank you for joining from Belgium. I was actually out for a while because I was in Europe on travels, and I loved Europe so much. Thanks for joining. I know it's a very early morning out there. I went to Europe and the UK. Loved it. Yes, Cosmic Wonders. Yeah, S50 and Dwarf Mini, they're both so the aperture, huge difference. Coconut from Oakland, Jonathan, thank you for joining. Oakland, California. I feel like I need to move my Seestar up a little bit. Hold on. This might be a little better there. Let's see. Fish 45 says he is waiting for the next Seestar. I'm telling you, I haven't heard anything else. I don't know if any of you have heard anything else. I haven't heard any new updates. But as far as like, all we know is that it seems like it's going to be for late this year, early next year. Hey, I mean, it's already August, so, time flies. We're almost there with these new releases. I wonder which one is going to come out first. The new Dwarf one, or the Seestar? What do you guys think? I'm going to start a poll on that. Let me know what y'all think. Remember that this is totally anonymous, the poll. I have no idea who's voting what. Oh, Benji, you serious? Too noisy. You know, let's see how this comes out tonight, because like I said, we've had a lot of humidity out here, which is not normal, but we're gonna try this. I need to move this up a little bit. Let me see. Okay, Fish, this is, I'm telling you, this, I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. And that's why tonight I'm gonna test. I'm doing the same thing, because last night I did Vel again, the Vel Nebula that I'm doing right now on the S30 Pro, and the Dwarf was totally fine. Dwarf Mini, a little noisy, I guess, but it didn't have smudges all over my imaging. Mine is just having a lot of smudges, like blotches of like foggy looking bands. I don't know what's happening, but maybe it is the humidity. We'll see. It is nice, Emma. Yes, we do have a lot of fun here. I have so much fun with these live streams and with all of you. Oh, thank you. Oh, my goodness. You know, we do have some people that get on from Europe and from the UK. From London, too. And I know it's so early for all of you out there in the UK when you join. Thank you for joining this early. Like, this is crazy. I feel so honored. Okay, so everybody is having, Perry, everybody's having a humid summer. Yeah, it is. It's been bad. We had a heat warning again today, and okay, I want to do Lagoon Nebula as well. And it's only been 9 minutes stacking. Wait. Okay, great. Stacked 58, ignored 0. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think my sweet spot is just doing 10 seconds. You know what it is, though? The only good thing I can think about tonight, besides clear skies, is probably we have no wind. You guys know my last stream, which was like, I think it was in June. My last few streams, I've been having so many stacked fells. Like, it just keeps like throwing out stacks. But it's usually windy here. But I think that because it's just been like, it's been okay at night. Actually, I should check right now. What does it say about winds? I can't believe it. No stacks failed. But I think 10 seconds is my sweet spot. If I go anything over, it says 6 mile/hour winds, but it didn't seem like it when I went out there. Humidity 63%. It is 78 right now. Guess the heat wave is over. It was like 91 today out here, 91 Fahrenheit. Those of you watching from Europe, do you guys, I'm curious because I was just out there, and I was just out there in UK as well. It doesn't get dark till really late, and I kept wondering, do you guys just do plan mode at night, like leave your Seestar out there or whatever scope you're using and let it run? Because I can't imagine staying with it till it really gets dark to use it. I don't know. You guys tell me, but I'm curious. I just saw that, like, if I lived there, I was like, I probably couldn't start imaging till like 11 p.m., which is 2200, right? It just seemed like it was not getting dark. Kind of cool because you could be out walking around till late like everyone else just walks around. But I was just like, wow, this is, how do you guys do astro imaging? And in London, I felt like there was no clear skies almost. But other than that, London was incredible. Stealth, one clear night? Oh, I can't complain then. I think it's been good here. It's just the humidity and the heat warnings and stuff and excessive heat waves and all this stuff. But wow. That's rough. All right, I'm going to turn off the poll. Has anybody noticed with the new update too, with the Seestar new update? I haven't really seen any change in my imaging with the Dwarf Mini since the Dwarf also had a new update. But with the Seestar, have you seen any change? Not for the good with your Seestar? So that's where I was like, that's why I was wondering about the image, my images coming out kind of funny, if it was really the weather, if it was I was over denoising, if it's the new update, you know, or it's probably just a coincidence because of the weather and stuff. I don't know. Stormtrooper, are you imaging? Do you image a lot during the summer despite that? Emma, you stay up. Wow, you're a night owl. Oh, you're in Bortle. Oh, yeah, you're in Bortle 4. Okay, yes, because your images that you post on the Discord are incredible. You're in Bortle 4. Oh, I'm jealous. Okay, I'm gonna close the poll. How many votes? How many votes? Only 15 votes and 28 people on. Come on, guys. Let's get a few more. Let's get a few more. I want to know what everybody's thinking about this new release of a new Seestar, a new Dwarf. Let's get a couple more votes. Remember that nobody can see what you vote. Not even me. Like, I don't know who votes what. Craig Campbell, thank you for joining. Ocean Park, Washington. Okay, you're in Ocean Park, Washington right now. Oh, yes, Craig. I know you got a Dwarf. I remember you said that. That is awesome. I'm glad you love the Dwarf. I noticed that several people, after Dwarf provided this 5% discount, several people were ordering the Dwarf Mini, or actually I couldn't see what they were ordering. I could just see that some people were placing orders for Dwarf, and they were taking advantage of this 5% discount. Guys, if you use this 5% discount, I get a small commission, and it's at no extra cost to you. And I get a very tiny commission from Dwarf. It really helps out the channel. And that's awesome when you guys use it. So get your discount. Doesn't hurt, only helps for any Dwarf that you want to get, whether it's the Mini. It was on sale too. I think they had some sale, and that's why a lot of people were getting it. I don't know if it's still, I don't think it is anymore. I'm not sure, actually. Stormtrooper, I'm sorry you haven't been able to use your scope. Okay, you haven't. Fish, you said you're dropping more frames. Fish, is it on your S50? Or any other scope? Look at this. I'm in shock. Stacked 83, ignored 0. This is shocking. This is absolutely shocking right now. Like, I felt like for a while, it was doing this. It was working well. And then we had some other update, not the last one, the one before that. And I kept having stacked fails. I don't know if it was just because of the wind outside. I don't know what was going on. And now it's doing good. I'm going to leave this just a little bit longer, just a few more minutes before I switch objects, because I want to get Milky Way, other Milky Way target, or a Milky Way target, I should say, because this Veil Nebula is like right out at the bottom, towards the bottom. Let me open up Sky Guide real quick. Craig Campbell, you're in Bortle 3? That's awesome. In Ocean Park? Okay, Sky Guide. So we are looking at Veil, which is right here in Cygnus, right? Shout out to Sky Guide because they gave me a I contacted Sky Guide, which is this app that's available for it's only available for iOS. So I'm running this on my Mac computer right now, but it's available for all iOS devices. And they're giving me a free 1 year trial for the Pro version, which is really cool because you can put the Seestar field of view. They just added Dwarf as well. Oops, I'm zooming in too much. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to zoom out now. Here we go. So I want to get some of these objects tonight. Maybe we can get Lagoon. I guess we can fit Trifid. Oh, you know what? Then I should ask you guys. Should we do a comparison or we do the same object? Oh, these wonderful summer targets. Wonderful summer targets. Have you guys gotten all your summer targets? Oh, Stealth. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Stealth, thank you. Look at this. Look at this. Stealth just gifted 5 memberships. Emma, Stormtrooper, John Moore, Copter 86, Gary 7, Many, Mundus, Zambezi, Comet, and Gable 7 got memberships. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Stealth. 10 memberships. Gifting 10. And speaking of Summer Targets Guide, thank you guys that have been getting the Summer Targets Guide. Summer's not just yet over yet. Remember, summer still goes a little bit into September, so make sure you get your summer guide. And thanks to all of you who have been getting the summer guide. Have you been getting all your targets, your Milky Way targets? Okay, I'm going to end the poll. I'm going to end the poll. Ending the poll in 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. Look at this. Most of you, pretty much almost everyone thinks the S50 Pro will be released first. Seestar will release their scope, the new scope, before Dwarf. Okay. Okay. I could see that happening. I could see that happening. Oh, man. Wow. Okay. I think because Seestar has mentioned a more sort of definitive date, like end of the year. Yeah, so my guess is if they release this, if they announce this for November or December, orders won't come in till like when you have your new Seestar at home, when your new one has arrived, probably not till early spring or late February, because that seems to be the trend whenever they release new Seestars. Let's see what happens. Also, guys, I cannot turn on, I think I've talked about this before, I can't turn on the aircraft line eliminating, because if I do that, then I really have a million dropped frames. Like, not worth it. And I forgot who mentioned the last stream that instead of using this aircraft line eliminating, if you have issues with it where it's dropping too many frames, what you can do is once you're done with your image or you download it, you send it to AI and you tell AI to remove any aircraft trail that's on there or satellite trail. So that works too. Okay, Philip in Belgium, you just set up your gear and go. No planning. Okay. I was saying, like, you know, some scopes, they have the planning mode where it'll automatically run to whatever targets you need at whatever time. So I guess that's what I was wondering. Like, do any of you guys that it doesn't get dark till really late? Yeah. Like, do you use that kind of planning where it'll do the auto mode? But that's cool. That's cool. Well, Emma, you're doing, I mean, you said you're still learning, but your pictures are awesome. They're wonderful. Your post-processing is wonderful. Okay, Fish. So S50 and EQ. Oh. Okay, yes. Fish, try that. Take off your, I'm telling you, test it for the next couple nights when you're imaging again. Don't turn on the satellite removal. I feel like that was killing my imaging. I hope that they work on that feature and they make that better, because I don't know what's up with that. Like, you know, it avoids the extra step of trying to throw my image into AI and telling it to remove a satellite trail. But I hope that they work on that. But that's probably it. That's what I recommend, that just turn it off. And you probably, hey, look, it's working well for me. It's working well for me. Look at this. Stacked 118, ignored 0. This is great. Okay, you know what? This is what I wanted to ask you guys. Okay, I'm gonna do one more poll here. I want to know what you guys think. Hold on. Let's do. This is regarding the next target we're gonna jump to. What I'm gonna do is quick. For the next target, which will probably be Lagoon Nebula. Maybe I can throw Trifid in there. Trifid, okay. Should we have both Dwarf and Seestar on the same one, or different targets each? Right now, let me know, guys. Let's do this quick. I want to AID noise, Vel Nebula. I need to stop. I'm going to stop Dumbbell Nebula and the Dwarf. 21 minutes already on Vel. We're going to AID noise both of these different targets right now. Oh, Stormtrooper says he cannot get to Milky Way. Too many trees in the morning. I'm so sorry. Okay, just a few more votes, guys, and I'll end it. We're going to stop Vel. I'm going to stop Vel Nebula. Oh, no, I meant I'm going to do AID noise. Wait, let me start that again. Keep going. Continue. And let's wait for that AID noise to turn on. Okay. Chip and memory. So, you will have issues. So it's happened to me. I believe you're talking about shortages, like your memory of your device, like your scope. Shortages will cause problems. Like memory shortage will cause a problem, whether your memory shortage is coming from your actual scope, like your Seestar, your Dwarf, or the device that you're using, as in your phone or your tablet. So I've had issues with delays on my tablet with the Dwarf Lab app, for instance, because of my memory. I had to like clear out a whole bunch of old photos or old stuff, deleting, and it got better. I was getting a warning from my Dwarf Lab app, it was telling me like you're gonna have issues basically because your memory on your device, my tablet, right, my iPad wasn't enough. So I've had glitches on my Seestar app because I didn't have enough storage. Also, just storage, I had too many. The memory was running low on my device, like the Seestar scope, on the Seestar scope. So, and I've had bad imaging, bad moonshots, like just everything was messing up. So yes, make sure you clear your cache. You can clear cache like on your Seestar in the settings, in the advanced settings. Make sure you don't like leave it to where you barely have any space. You should always have a decent amount of space. Okay, let's go to Stellar Studio. Let's AID noise this. Standard. Auto. It's a little noisy. Thanks for joining, Perry. Fish. Plan mode in July. Way to shut it down. Shut it down automatically? What do you mean by that? Like, as it's your plan mode, it never finishes? Like, it just keeps going? Like, it won't stop whenever you do your last object? Okay, let me check before this gets worse down here with the field rotation. Mr. Baker, yes, things are getting expensive. Okay. Let's see. Let's play around with this. Let's play around with this. Okay, guys, I'm playing around with the brightness. Can you guys see that? I feel like it has some smudges. Wow, it did it again. AI denoise. Is it denoise too much, or is this the humidity? You guys see that? Okay, if I do no denoise. If I do a whole bunch of denoise. It has these weird, and I also checked my lens. And my lens was not, it didn't have condensation or anything, because the anti-dew is on. It didn't have any smudges or fingerprints. I checked it. This is a little bit, this is kind of funny right now. The brighter I put it, the more you can see the... Matter of fact, I actually think yesterday's, if I could compare the one from yesterday and today, this one, the one from yesterday might have been worse, but this is... Oh, this is still not good, though. I'm going to save this, though. Is it too much denoising? But when I do the star reduction, no. Nothing to do with that. It's still, see, if I remove all the stars. Look at that. You guys see that? I like the stars on there. I like a lot of stars on there. Yep, I do. I'm telling you, yesterday was way worse. But I think this one is a little better. Probably a lot better than yesterday. Okay, I'm through with that. Save this. Download. Okay, what did you guys say on the poll? We're going to turn off the poll. Hopefully we got enough votes in there. We're moving along. Oh, I didn't check. Hold on, guys. Yes, the Dumbbell Nebula. Oh, it's you know what? It's very noisy. But it's not bad. And I'm thinking if the whole smudges bands are not even on there, just, you know, comparing it with the Seestar. Look at this, guys. Look at this. The stars are, it's just noisy, but I mean, what can I expect? I'm in Bortle 8. This is probably worse than usual because of the high, it might be the high humidity out here, which is not normal. Like I said, normally the humidity is not this bad out here, but I am in Bortle 8. I'd say this is not bad. And I need to save this. I do not want to lose this. Oh, I guess it's saved in there already. I'd say this is not bad for a tiny, tiny scope that's like the size of your phone practically. Like the height of a little phone. Like, I mean, 30 millimeter, this is great. Okay, I'm going to end the poll. That's funny, Mr. Baker. You know, why, right? It should be better every time. Let me look at this. It should be better every time. Let me move this up so you guys can see it. You guys see that? Okay, what did you guys say on the poll? For the next target, you want me to do same target. This is what won. 70% said both Dwarf and Seestar on the same. We're doing it. We're doing it. Did you guys like the dumbbell on the Dwarf? What do you think? Dumbbell Nebula? Not bad for this little thing, right? Okay, you know what? So we can get Lagoon and Trifid in there. Let me pull this up. Okay. Let's get these. Let's get these two. Switch object. Let's go. Let's go. M8. M20. Lagoon and Trifid. And this is saved on here. Download, download, download. PNG. I like it. I like it, guys. This is really, this is honestly not bad. This is actually pretty nice. Despite Bortle 8 and high humidity and all that stuff. Okay. Let's move. Let's move Sky Atlas. And I'm going to do Lagoon. Yes, go to Lagoon. Go, go, go. Come on, M8. You're not in the way of trees, are you, or anything? Okay, Seestar should get it. I think it's okay. I can see it in the scope cam. It should be fine. I think so too. You know what? I'm telling you guys, and I didn't think anything about Dwarf until I got it. I was just like, nope, Seestar's better all the time. But I was saying that without ever having, you know, without ever using a Dwarf. But then I got the Dwarf Mini, and it flipped me out. I'm like, this is better than what I thought, than what I would have ever imagined. Guys, hit the like button if you're loving this. Definitely looks good for such a short window. I do like how it also has the little camera where I guess we can do that on S30 Pro too. It has that secondary camera, but I like how it's just kind of always pops out. Where I can see what it's like, where it's looking, what area of the sky. Yes, definitely you're spoiled, Emma, with Bortle 4. Okay, looks like we're stacking on both of these, right? Yeah. We are. Very noisy imaging on the dwarf tonight, but once it does the AID noise, it's not too bad. Okay, we're getting these. We're getting both of these here. Yes. Let's go. Oh, what a great question, Fish. Anybody able to catch the solar eclipse? Anybody going to Spain or traveling, or you're already able to see the eclipse from where you are? Just a few more days left for that eclipse. That's going to be awesome. Look at this, guys. Look at how these look on both. Whoa. Okay. S30 Pro started popping right now. Let's adjust this dynamic background. Let's see, how does it look? How do these look, guys? What do you think? Oh, 93% in your location, Emma. Okay. Definitely get that, and make sure you share the images on the Discord. We've only got, I just wonder how this is going to come out now, because if I get smudges again, I don't know what to blame it on anymore. Zero dropped frames. I mean, it's doing good. For sure, guys, what I do notice I know I think I've mentioned this before, with the Dwarf, you don't really have dropped frames. Like, it's really, really good at that. I don't even pay attention to it anymore because it doesn't really drop frames. Like, that's what's pretty cool about Dwarf. Steady with that. Yeah, Philip and Emma, just do what you can. That's going to be fun, though. Just get what you can and share it. It's only been a few minutes, but what do you guys think? What do you guys think looks better? Lagoon on Dwarf Mini? Lagoon on the S30 Pro. We haven't even done AID noise. That might be the ultimate final verdict on that one, but if we do that instead, but we got so many people watching tonight. This is nice. Only 9 votes. Come on, guys. What do you think so far? We've only been imaging just a few minutes for this target. It's crazy, but you know, it's not looking bad on both of them. I would say that it does look sharper. It looks clearer on the S30 Pro, and a little bit more. They both look a little noisy, but have some mercy and compassion, because this is Bortle 8 and I have high humidity right now. But it's not too bad. Hopefully, once we AID noise, this will look a little better. We'll see. We'll see. We're getting some of that blue here with Trifid. I feel like that this new update makes stuff more... You know what? Do I need to do some type of hot pixels correction? I don't know what to think right now. I don't know if I should do that. See if a flat shoot again, but I haven't done it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that'll do anything. Or maybe if the weather gets a little better once we're getting closer to fall, the imaging might be a little better. We're getting some blue here from the Trifid one. $15 votes. Which one looks better for you guys? Okay, ending the poll in 3, 2, 1. Oh, S30 Pro, yeah. For sure. For sure. It's sharper, it's clearer. The colors are very rich too. I mean, you know, it's kind of totally unfair comparison. I did do a video on S30 Pro versus Dwarf Mini, which is probably completely unfair, but it's still fun. It's still fun to watch both of these on the same target. But it always proves to me that the Dwarf Mini does a decent job for such a tiny thing. It's like a little baby. Oh my goodness, coconut. You know what? I've been seeing videos. That would be cool. I should go out there and do that. It would be fun to even do a live stream if I could. That would be kind of cool from Vandenberg. I've seen some people post some SpaceX launches, like the Starship that they use their Seestar with the scenery mode. Like, I thought that was so cool. I've seen people post that. That would be cool. Okay, 10 minutes almost. I've used tracking. I have used tracking for the Dwarf. Oh, I'm sorry, not for the Dwarf. I'm thinking Seestar. No, I have not used tracking. I have not used it that way. Like for scenery mode. Yeah, I haven't done like landscape or wildlife or planes on, you know, not with Dwarf. Sorry, for a minute I misread your question that you were saying Seestar. I haven't for Seestar, I haven't also used the tracking for a while, but the last time I used the tracking, and it's been a minute, it's been a while, the tracking I thought could be better. But I saw people posting the Starship launch, and I thought it was so incredible. I thought it was so good with their Seestar. I thought it was very cool. Yes, Kavik, thank you for joining. And I do see a little bit of blue on there. Let me see if I can zoom in. You can see a little bit. It's coming. Swedish, I was just in Sweden. No joke, I was. And the midnight sun, got to experience that. It just doesn't get dark during the summer. That's why I was like, how do they do it out here? Thanks, Stormtrooper. Mr. Baker, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I feel like it makes the background a little bit more even. I'll turn it off right now. Oh, it did brighten it up. This is off. This is on. What I meant by it makes it even, I've noticed that you see how it's kind of like bright here? If I turn this on, it kind of evens out the colors or something. I feel like it evens out the colors. So it does help some. Swedish, I went to Stockholm. I was mainly in Stockholm. I was there for 10 days. I was just there beginning of July. Oh, you live in Malmo. Sweden is beautiful. I love it. Oh my goodness. Stealth again. Gifting memberships. I know. Kevin Kawai from Celestron. Thank you for joining. You know, it's crazy because I was just in Europe, but I'm not able to go out there. My job won't let me be out any longer. I was already out for a while, for a few weeks. And I can't go back out there again. I can't take another vacation for at least not a long one. Not as long as, if I'm going to Europe, I would want to go for longer than a few days, you know? Okay, thanks for that advice. I'm gonna try redoing. I'm gonna check flats and hot pixel correction, and yeah, I don't know what's going on. My goodness, Stealth sending all the memberships, 10 memberships again. Thank you so much. And I know it's late from where you're watching. I know you're on the East Coast, Stealth, and you're watching. It's late out there. You must be a night owl, maybe. Hey, with the memberships, depending which membership you got gifted, you can get discounts on the Astro Room shop store, and I also do priority reply to comments on videos. Priority reply to comments on anything, really. On whether you're on my Discord, or on the videos, or on the live streams, or questions. Kevin, have Celestron support me to go to Spain. Is Celestron gonna be out there? Can Celestron sponsor me, Kevin? Are you gonna be out there, Kevin, with Celestron? Are y'all gonna have a team out there? Mace, Sacramento. Do it. If you have clear skies. Okay, guys, should I AID noise this? Let's do this. It hasn't even been that long. 91 stacks. Let me try a little bit more. Just 66 stacks on Lagoon on the Dwarf. Definitely. I've got I've got 15 seconds and 60 gain on the Dwarf Mini. Okay, who's ready for this? Who's ready for AID noise? We've got almost 100. Not fair for the Dwarf because it's on 68 stacks. But it is at 15 seconds. And Seestar is at 10. Stealth, you say you are a night owl. It does help with doing astrophotography. Since you were telling me that you haven't been able to image for a while, now I'm going to start a poll. Another poll here before I do AID noise on these targets. Before we wrap it up, let me see. When do you think, all of you, think your astro imaging is better? Summertime or winter? Wait, fall, winter. Fall, winter. From your location where you are. I'm doing this poll. Those of you that are going to end up watching this live stream the next day or watching a replay, we're doing a poll right now. When do you think or let me know in the comments if you're watching this later, when do you think your astrophotography or your imaging is better? Is it during the summer? Is it during the fall or winter, or fall and winter time? Or another time of the year? Or is it spring for you? Let me know. Philip, there is so much that I want to visit, I'm telling you. I would love to go to Belgium. I went to London, Amsterdam, and Sweden. I was out there for almost a month. That's why I've been gone for a while. And I did love, I loved all three. I loved everything. The food, everything. The history behind everything, the buildings, the architecture, everything, everywhere. I loved it. But I definitely want to visit other countries out there. Would love to go to Belgium. Red Rooster wants to go to Belgium too for other reasons. Okay, almost 100 stacks. Oh, over 100 now. 106 stacks, 0 ignored. We're getting more blue nebulosity on there. Okay, I'm curious. Let's do some, let's get 1 or 2 more votes. Only 15 votes so far and 41 people watching. When is your astro imaging better? Emma, I know what you mean. It's and some summer targets are really fun too when you can get, like, if you can get the Milky Way targets are really fun. We got to do another live stream to get Eagle Nebula and a whole bunch of other targets, but yeah, and winter weather, depending where you live, could be bad. Your weather could be really bad, but Emma, you got to come out here to California. It's usually really nice the whole year out here in Southern California. Nice, really nice weather, and we have a lot of clear skies. I'm going to ask AI. How many clear skies? How many days out of the year? I think it's really good here. Compared to, like, I grew up in Houston, Texas, and it was a lot of rain. It's not always nice with the weather. It's tough. So Orange County, California averages 275 to 280 sunny days per year. Mostly clear. Mostly clear. That's pretty good. Nearly 300 days out of the year. We have very, very good. I would say we have a lot, like clear skies is good. And it doesn't really rain that much or at all. It feels like it never really rains, or it rains very, very little compared to when I lived in Houston. Oh, I got the answer for you, Coconut. I totally have the answer for you. Dakota, thank you for joining. Oh, that's good, Emma. Okay, I definitely, okay, Coconut. I honestly think people can stay into this for a long time because I think it has to do with once you start doing post-processing and you keep learning the tips and tricks tips and tricks. What did I just say? the tips and tricks of astrophotography post-processing. And like with the Seestar, if you don't want to do super advanced post-processing, which I totally get it because I'm not super into that. I like capturing and then doing like AID noise or playing around with AID noise in apps like my phone apps and stuff with like post-processing. But if also you can play around with like the deep sky stacks and compare your images over time. That's why I created Astrolog, actually, by the way. With Astrolog, because you should compare your images and see how you get better and better each time, how much more data you're acquiring with your imaging, and play around with stacking your imaging and compare, you know, how much better you get with post-processing. I think that's why I feel like it can be kind of never ending because there's so many targets throughout the year. And you can always get better and better at post-processing. That's my little input, but if anybody else has other things to say, please. Okay, I'm going to turn off the poll and we're going to do AID noise. Fall and winter is better for the majority of you. 20 votes. Okay, we've got almost 100. I'm gonna go ahead and AID noise. Almost 100 frames also. 100 stacked on the Dwarf. Oh man, you guys see that? Wait, no, don't do, wait. Let me play around with this. The smudges again. Okay, guys, let me zoom in. Here's AID noise. I do feel like it has some smudges. It does. Let me zoom out. If I denoise too, or if I add too much brightness, you can really see it. 60 denoise. Let's do a little. If I do a lot, will it get rid of it or make it worse? If I do no denoise. Okay. Let me zoom in. Let me do it on, let's do the Lagoon Stellar Studio. Wait a minute. Denoising on here. Auto, standard. Let's let it do its thing. Okay, what do you guys think of this? Which one is better? Dwarf Mini? Is it done? Or the S30 Pro? Wait till we get this. Wait till we get this. Don't vote yet. Wait, wait, wait. And if you're watching this as a replay the following day, let me know in the comments which one you think was better. Okay. Hold on. Download. Okay, what do you guys think? Let me zoom in. Okay, I do love this. I love the blue. I should have had it stacking longer, but it is what it is. Hold on. Let me zoom out. Lagoon. Look at these colors. Look at how different they look. Can I zoom into this? Okay, guys, here we go. How's this? How's this? Oh, Wilcox hamsters. 3 coffees. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. You just bought me 3 coffees. Thank you. $15 donation. Thank you so much, my donators tonight. And then Stealth gifted memberships, and for donating also Wilcox hamsters. Thank you for buying me a coffee. So with these that are denoised now, what do you think? S30 Pro without the AI denoise? Okay, okay. Hold up. I'm gonna go down to the denoise completely. Look at this, look at this. You know what? Mr. Baker? It does have a raw, natural feel to it. Like look at this. This is like 100% denoised. If we put it at 50, this is 50. You know what? I kind of like it less denoised. Look at that. Look at that. Huh. Do you like it denoised on S30 Pro? I'm asking all of you now. What do you guys think? That's interesting, right? Okay, so this is denoised. I'm sorry, this is no denoising, 0. This is 50. This is 100. I do like that raw look. Maybe at 50, Maybe even a little less, though it does make it a little bit more grainy. Oh, yeah, we can do compare. Let me put it at 50. Well, you know, this looks cool, though. Right here, this looks cool. This is like just raw and real right there. Less denoise on S30 Pro. Yeah, I agree. Compare. Okay, so wait a minute. We've got the poll going. I'm going to end the poll. I'm going to end the poll in 5 seconds. Last chance. Ending the poll. Ending the poll. And S30 Pro is the winner for the best post-processing. Wow. You know, the colors are rich on the S30 Pro. But, you know, and once again, the little Dwarf Mini is a little bad boy. Like I think it does a good job. It does a good job. Obviously, the sensor is not as awesome as the S30 Pro, but you know, it's only $400 US, right? Even less if you use a discount. Even less when it's on sale. So it's not bad. It's not bad. Cool, guys. Well, this was awesome. This was a great stream. Thank you so much for all the channel members. Thank you to Wilcox Hamsters and for Stealth for donating. Yeah, the color is interesting on the Dwarf Mini. I do agree, but it's pretty. It might be doing something there to the color, but I think it's nice. Make sure I don't lose. I save this. Thank you, guys. Thanks, everyone. Kevin. Okay. Oh, you're going to be going out in 2027. Okay, that's cool. Oh, I miss getting some comments too. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you, Stealth. No worries, Astro Image. Thank you for joining. Thank you, guys. It's still stacking. I'm still getting data on this. Look at this. Stacked 180, ignored 0. Bye, everyone.